Hello dear traders, I continue now with the Euro Pound strategy. Again, we are going for H1 chart. So why these strategies are on H1 chart? This is because for three of them, for Euro Dollar, for Euro Pound and for Pound Dollar, we use bar opening. So we're looking at every new bar that opens. So let's go to the end. And this means that you don't need to stay in front of the computer all the time. If you decide to trade these strategies manually, not with the expert advisors that I will provide you later on in the course, you will need to look at your chart and every 1 hour. Okay, you don't need to stay in front of the computer the whole time, but you need to look at the 1 hour when the new bar opens, when the new hour is there. You can look at the screen and see if the entry condition is there, the trading rule is there or not. So you don't need to stay, but just to have a look at every 1 hour on the new bar that opens. And one more thing, why I have selected the three pairs, let me put them together. So what we have Euro Dollar, we have Euro Pound, and we have Pound Dollar. Why I have selected these three? Because this way we will have balanced exposure. Okay, you see I have 2 times euro, 1 time with Euro Dollar, 1 time with Euro Pound, 2 times the dollar, 1 time with Euro Dollar, 1 time with Pound Dollar, and 2 times the pound, 1 time with Euro Pound and 1 time with Pound Dollar. Alright, so we have equal exposure, and this is very important when you are trading a couple of strategies together, no matter you are trading them manually or automatically. Don't place, for example, only dollar currency pairs. This is very wrong, and many traders are doing that. So for example, they trade pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, dollar CAD, Australian versus the American dollar, and they open many positions with dollar currency pairs, and if something dramatic happens with the dollar for the day, some important news or anything, you can have actually huge loss on all of your positions. So make sure to diversify between currency pairs and to have equal exposure. Okay, that's why I have selected these three strategies, one for Euro Dollar, one for Euro Pound, and one for Pound Dollar. And one more time, on H1 chart we are looking at the bar opening, so if you want to trade these strategies manually, you can have a look at the chart only on every round hour. So for the Euro Pound strategy, we will be using the accelerator oscillator, and I will go to insert indicators, and I will go to Bill Williams and then accelerator oscillator. Here it is, it doesn't have any parameters. I click on OK, and here we have it over the chart. So the trading rule for long trade is accelerator oscillator changes its direction upward. This means that we will enter every time long when we see the accelerator oscillator changing its direction upwards. And again, the current bar is moving. Okay, when the price moves, you will see that the indicator bar as well is moving up and down. So to make the signal clear, you need to wait one bar that is below the previous one, for example, for the short trade. And when the new bar opens, you can enter. For example, over here, let me move the chart this way, I will just zoom it a little bit. So here you see we have negative and negative and negative bar, and then right here we have a smaller bar, but during this time it's moving because of the price that it's moving during this 1 hour. And then on the opening of next one, right over here, I will see that I have already one bar smaller than this one with a certainty, because it will not move anymore. This is the moment I will enter on the opening of this bar right over here. Okay, so we always wait one bar for confirmation that is smaller than the previous one, and then we enter on the next one. So sometimes you see that the bars are nearly equal and if I put the mouse on it, you can see that it shows the value. All right, so it's 9385, and here we have 9169. But of course, the easier way is to recognize it by the color. Okay, so if you have series of green bars and then you have a red one, this means that this bar already is smaller than this one. Then on the opening of this one, you can enter on the market. All right, let me zoom it out. So one more time, we enter on the market when the oscillator changes its direction. So when from red we have one green, and then on the opening of the next one we are going long, and on the other side when we see series of green bars and we have one smaller or one red bar, on the opening of the next one we go short. So let's have a couple of examples in a row so you can understand easier the strategy. We set right over here one smaller bar, and then on the next one we are entering long. We have it right over here, okay, at the opening of this bar, and this is at 187.66. This is the price when this bar opened over here, just after the accelerator oscillator changed its direction upward. And as well, we are having stop loss and take profit. Here we have smaller take profit than the stop loss. Take profit of 52 pips. Let me place it. I will just make it horizontal line green, okay, and I will have the value of 187.66 and 4 points if we need to be very precise, plus take profit of 52 pips. This will be 0.8811.4, okay, and I will have it exactly on the place. And then below I will have a stop loss, another 78 pips under, okay. But obviously here with this example, if we place the trade here, our take profit will be hit, okay. No need to place the stop loss over the chart. I will just place an arrow to make it clear that we are having this long entry right over here, okay. So accelerator changes its direction, price goes up and hits our take profit. Now here as well we have the RSI indicator as a take profit indicator, and the period that we are using here is 35, and the levels are the standard 70 and 30. I click on OK and I will have it below the chart. So one more time for the RSI indicator, have it on these two strategies, this one and the euro dollar, and it will happen very rarely that they will hit the 70 and the 30 level, because this is a huge period. It's 35, it's huge period for RSI. That's why it's not moving too much up and down, but it happens. If I zoom out the chart, you will see that there are times actually when it reaches these lines, and this is just on the extreme cases, and it is fine. Even you use it very rarely. If you see such an extreme case and the price goes to its maximum, you would be very happy to take your profit over there, okay. So just keep it on the chart. Even you don't see too many times happening, you will see it sometimes and you will take your profit at a very nice place. Okay, so let's continue now with some consecutive examples. This way you will learn how to use the strategy better. So if we enter here, then our take profit would be hit over here, right at this bar. So let's say you are in front of the computer during this time and you continue to follow the strategy. So here we have a smaller bar, and right over here we have signal to enter short. So I will move it right over here at this bar. You can see smaller bar from the accelerator oscillator, and then right here we will have a short entry. We will have the take profit lower. I will place it exactly on its place, but let me place the arrow. I will need arrow down right here. All right, and it went just over the line. Let me just move it, guys, because I want to make it red. Okay, so I will go to arrow properties and I will make it red. So it will have one green for the long entries and one red for the short entries. Okay, right over here we have it on the opening of this bar, and here we have a short signal. So our take profit will be 52 pips lower. What we have as a price is 0.8813, okay, minus 52 pips, that would be 0.8761.8, sorry, 61.9. I click on OK, and here we have the take profit. And let's see where is our stop loss. We set stop loss of 78 pips, so it will be right here above somewhere. I will calculate it. I will change the color to make it red because it's a stop loss, and exactly we need to place it at 0.8813 plus 78 pips. That would be 0.8891, and then we have 9 points to make it precisely. And you can see that the stop loss went much higher. And what would have happened here? We go short, we place our stop loss, and we place our take profit, and then you can see the price will go here on negative, but then it will reverse down and we will have our take profit hit. So in this situation we have stop loss bigger than the take profit. But one more time, I have back tested these strategies with the expert advisors, and I will show you later on that having such a stop loss and a take profit over here, it will bring you actually better results. And you will see many traders around the internet which will tell you that stop loss always needs to be smaller than the take profit. Minimum 1 to 2, should be 1 to 3. But this is old thing, guys. This was long time before the algorithmic trading, which actually proved that the stop loss should not be 3 times smaller than the take profit or 2 times smaller than the take profit. However, I don't want to argue with anybody about that. Give it a try, see how this works with you on a demo account, and I hope you will find it useful, especially for this strategy and especially for these assets. Okay, so to make it clear here, this strategy is only for euro pounds. Okay, you should not use it for other currency pairs. Same with the euro dollar, same with the pound dollar strategy that I will show you in the next lecture. These are strategies that are created only for these currency pairs on H1 chart, so you should not change as well the time frame. Okay, keep the currency pair and keep the time frame. All right, and let's have a look at one more example. We said here we will go short and we'll go down, and here we have our take profit right at this bar. And then what we have here, let me take the crosshair. What we have here is our take profit. We are out. Then we have a change, okay, because we have here already a change. We have here a green bar and then a red bar, and then here we have another red bar. So we can consider write this for a change, and we will have a new short entry right at here. Let me move it. All right, it's right over here. I will move as well the vertical and the horizontal line right over here, and then I will move it as well here at this bar. Okay, so here is the entry at 0.8767, and then I will not look at the price further on what happened. I will put the stop loss and the take profit. So let's fix the stop loss over here. We have entry at 0.8767 plus stop loss of 78 pips. We will have it at 0.8845.6, okay, right here. And then where is our take profit? I will change as well the take profit. So we will have 0.8767 minus take profit of 52 pips. That would be 0.8715, okay? And I press it okay, and it will go lower. So let's see what happened after that. Actually the price went below and hit the take profit, okay? And then again we will have right here another entry, and it will be actually a buy. Let me take the arrow for buy. I will not make this lecture any longer, guys, just I want to show you one last time where is the entry. It's right over here, okay? smaller bar, then on the next one we enter. So sorry guys, it should be one on the left, it should be right over here. Okay, we have the first smaller on the opening of the next one. Actually the opening is right here because this is a negative bar. We need to place it over here, and then we will have a buy, and let's just see what happened. Oh, okay, we are into the trade, okay, because we are very close now to the current moment, and we will be just a little bit on a negative at the moment. All right, because our entry price would be at 0.8712, and now it is at 0.8701. Okay guys, so this is the strategy for euro pound. We look when the accelerator oscillator changes direction. We have the RSI as an exit condition as well. So if we see that the price reaches the 70 level and we are in a long trade, we should take our profit. If it reaches the 30 level and we are in a short trade, we can take our profit. Actually here you can see that we have such a break, I think, for the 30 level. Yeah, exactly. So it would be just a little bit later after we take the profit, okay, because we said we are taking the profit right over here with this example, because the take profit level is here. But then just few candles later you see that the RSI just touches the 30 level. All right, so it happens rarely, but it happens. If you see it, it is great place to take your profit, because normally it is after such movements where the price goes aggressively in one direction. All right, so I will attach again sheet with the parameters for the strategy, with the trading rules, which will make it easier for you to set up your screen for the euro pound strategy on H1. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you with the next lecture where I will show you the pound dollar strategy, which will be a little bit more advanced. Cheers!